Somehow this shoe's biggest flaw is also the coolest part of the shoe. Today we're going to be talking about the New Balance and Basketcase collaboration on the 204L and how some of the unique changes that Basketcase have done on this pre-existing New Balance model have really elevated it to the next level, but also made it really bad in just one specific way. Now the 204L is a model that we have seen on the channel before. We've reviewed the all black leather pair, and we've also seen lots of mesh versions in lots of different colorways, trying to piggyback off the success of that original mushroom light brown suede pair that we saw late in 2025. Now this does bear a lot of resemblance and similarities, however it does have a slightly darker kind of chocolatey brown kind of suede. The suede also does feel a little bit better than that suede on the GR pair. And also the biggest thing and most noticeable thing that you're going to be seeing on this model is the hiking style lace loops around the top here. This is the biggest drawing card on the shoe. It kind of differentiates and makes it stand out from the normal kind of GR pairs. It does one thing really well. It makes it super easy to tie up. It literally took me 45 seconds to change laces on this shoe. However, the biggest flaw with this change is that when I try and tighten the laces up after my foot's already in there, it is actually very easy, almost too easy, to unloop the lace from the hole right here. And yes, it's pretty easy to put back in place, but I did find it slightly annoying when I did try to tighten my lace up. So that drawback does not quite supersede how cool these look. I have been a big fan of the 204L. I just didn't really enjoy the materials on them. The previous pair that I talked about, I did feel like they had some pretty subpar materials. The comfort was okay, but nothing special. And that pretty much rings true to this model in terms of comfort. However, the materials on this are far better. The double and triple layered suede around the midfoot and also on the back heel tab have a little bit of a thicker grain than the GR pairs. The synthetic and cotton lining around the ankle does feel very nice. It does have a little bit extra padding than what I remember on the all black pair. The one thing I wondered, and probably the question I've been asked the most, is sizing. So in pretty much all New Balance models, I go with a true to size, which is a size 9 US, a 42.5 euro. I have a normal size foot. I wouldn't say I have a wide foot or a narrow foot at all. I'm pretty stock standard, to be honest. It's kind of a blessing sometimes. I have a slightly small foot size compared to my height, but it is good being a size 9 because that's pretty much where most of the stock is. So I can pretty easily get pairs of shoes, which is good. And I feel sorry for the people who have really big feet because these shoes didn't even come in anything above a size 11. So I would recommend getting the same size that you would get in like a 1906R or a 2002R. The only caveat I would make is if you have wide feet. These shoes are a little bit on the skinny and narrow side, so I would recommend maybe going up half a size just to allow a little bit more room around the midfoot and so that the sides of your feet aren't getting a little bit squished. So again, if you have a normal size foot or even a narrow foot, go true to size, but if you have a wider foot, maybe go up half a size. You also have some Basketcase branding on the tongue as well as on the back heel as well. The N logo feels a little bit more structured, and I do like this really cool brass kind of olive colors that they've got on there. The color scheme is really cool on these shoes. It's probably one thing that I do love. The box kind of matches that color scheme as well. You can kind of see that it has that patchwork olive brown kind of color scheme, as well as the Basketcase logo on the middle. Some of the little extra pieces you get are the olive style rope laces and also the fuzzy blue laces as well. And then of course, as you can see, what I've settled on is the red laces, which I feel like a lot of people are really enjoying the red laces on this pair. I've seen a couple of people on Instagram swapping to these ones and they seem pretty happy with it, so probably going to stick with this one. Overall, the comfort is very nice. I feel like I wore these for probably close to 12 hours and I didn't feel any sort of discomfort. They're obviously not as squishy like an Absorb 2000 or even a Made in USA model with the Absorb gel pods. It definitely feels a little bit cheap after you wear them for a long time, like they don't have a premium cushioning, but on the scale of shoes and comparing to other shoe brands, the New Balance 204L is definitely very comfortable. Now, I did win these from the end raffle, and unfortunately they have sold out in pretty much everywhere. They sold out on the New Balance Australia website and then subsequently in other retailers where they were doing raffles. They didn't have a restock or anything. Basketcase has done a couple of other colorways on the 204L. They did like a wolf grey kind of style one. We saw that back in like February or June of 2025. But overall, I think that this is definitely my favorite 204L of the time. I do love brown. It's kind of one of my favorite colors to wear, and I feel like the material upgrade on this pair definitely makes it worth it. These are going to be great in summer as well. I know that it's summer here in Australia right now, and I am going to be wearing these in some of the hotter climates. Due to the low top nature, I think that they're going to be good in the coming months, and you're going to be seeing a ton more colorways and variations of materials on this 204L model when it comes to releases from New Balance in 2026. That battle for the low profile sneaker is still going on. Obviously Adidas is headlining it, but Nike has their own variations, and New Balance has really gone hard into this 204L. So again, with the sizing, go up half a size if you have a wide foot, but otherwise go true to size, just like any other made in Vietnam or made in China models from New Balance. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, my name is Harrison Cable. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. Consider subscribing if you haven't. We're trying to hit 6,500 subscribers by the middle of the year. So again, thank you so much to everybody for checking this out. We also do a podcast here. My Instagram is listed just down below as well. So there's plenty more content on the channel, and I'm going to be trying to do a ton more reviews. Let me know in the comments what kind of shoes you want to be seeing me review. Of course, I enjoy doing New Balance shoes. It's probably my favorite brand overall. So that's always going to be kind of my bread and butter. But is there any models and brands that you kind of would like to see me do? Again, let me know in the comments down below. But I really do appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Have a good day.